What I also love about Denver is you can find and create your identity here. Hello, my name is Rich Italiano, and I am a Denver native. I grew up in North Denver. My love for Denver started right then when I was a kid. I would ride my Schwinn bicycle all over North Denver through the small neighborhoods with my brothers. You know, we just had a great time going around Rocky Mountain Lake, up to Inspiration Point, Berkeley. We loved Elitch's, and also Lakeside, you know, both. When I was in high school, I took piano lessons at Loretto Heights. And my piano teacher, her name was Kathleen Joyner. She was the pianist with the Denver Symphony at that time. Just that opportunity, being able to go to a place like Loretto Heights and study piano with a major teacher, you know, in high school, it just changed my life. It's just such a defining moment, and I'm so grateful for Denver and all of that. Upon graduating, I moved to the East Coast. Ended up going to Peabody Conservatory in Baltimore. I love the edge of the East Coast. So upon graduating, I moved back to Denver. And I wanted to bring that edge with me, or at least find it here. And I certainly did. You know, you find record stores. And my favorites were, and still are, Wax Trax Records and Twist and Shout. I'm also a lover of books, so I fell in love with The Tattered Cover. You know, trying to find that edge, you know, I ended up getting a job at Westward newspaper and selling advertising. And, you know, in the 80s, Westward was definitely the pulse of the city. And I really found that it helped me discover the city that way. You know, I was also a lover of nightclubs and the club scene. And I absolutely loved Rock Island and 23 Parish. In 23 Parish, there was a rock club called The Garage. And The Garage brought in some of the greatest bands who nobody knew about because they were just starting. Bands like Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins. But there was so much going on culturally with that in Denver. Another thing that I did pursue to bring the edge was I actually became a programmer and then ultimately the music director for Teletoons on Channel 12. It was my desire to bring that edginess in video culture, you know, to the airwaves, to television, and I think I was successful with that. But you know, I must say, the opportunity was so unique for someone to be able to go to a television station and create their own voice with that. And that's another thing, I just fell in love with Denver.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.